What's up guys, Jirachi here. Today got a Pokemon Showdown replay in the UU tier. It's a pretty good game here I had against a guy called Feng. I found out after the game that he was like number 4 on the ladder, so that was pretty good. And it was actually a really good game. I enjoyed it. I'm on the top. I am the guy with the Ampharos, and my opponent here has the Blessé, the little bugger. Yeah, like I said, it's UU. I'm using a hyper offensive team, which is something a bit rarer for me, but it's actually a really good team. And just because I got this game out, I figured I'd share it with you. So going through my team, from left to right, we have a Mega Ampharos, just fully specially offensive. It's got a speed investment to outspeed Empoleon, so base 60s. And then we have the new standard Jirachi, which is Iron Head, Sub, Fire Punch, and Toxic, which is a very, very good set. It comes in handy so much. Then we have a Life Orb Honchkrow. It has speed investment, but I forget what for. Then we have a lead Explosion Azelf. Just get up the rocks, taunt some stuff, explode on things. We have Choice Scarfed Mienshao, and then Choice Specs Kingdra to finish off the team. Looking at his team, it's kind of a balanced, bulky team. It's got the Aggron, Blissey, Alamomola core, which is going to be disgusting. But we'll have to see if I can deal with it. Mega Ampharos can deal with it quite well. And once Mega Aggron's gone, I should be okay. Kingdra and Mienshao can deal with that. So let's get into the game and see how we do. So I'm going to lead off with my Azelf, of course, as he leads off with his Mega Aggron. I'm going to taunt him just in case he wants to go for his Stealth Rocks, as he ends up going for the Heavy Slam. There's a lot to me, but it really doesn't matter because this is a suicide lead. I'm just going to go on my Stealth Rocks and then let my Azelf die. This can give me a free switch into my Kingdra, and I just wanted to gauge how much Hydro Pump would do to this Aggron. And as you can see, I enjoy Specs, and it did a solid 60%, so I'm really happy about that. As he ends up going for the Heavy Slam, doesn't do too much at all because it is a resisted hit. And on this turn, I'm just going to try and finish him off. Maybe expecting him to sack his Aggron, but he does end up making the safe play, switching out into his Blissey, which I'm perfectly okay with because I can switch out. Now, I could go into Mienshao, but I don't want to risk Paralyze. So I'm going to go to my Jirachi, who I figure is a middle ground switch that'll work out best. Because what I can do now is go for the Fire Punch, anticipating that Mega Aggron to come in, because I can try and get the burn on it. And burning this Aggron will be really good, getting the residual damage on the go. But unfortunately, I do not. I am going to risk it again, though, for the second time's the charm kind of thing, because it is Serene Grace, it is a Fire Punch. Coming from Jirachi, he ends up bringing in his Alamomola, who takes it pretty well, reveals the Rocky Helmet, but then I do get the burn. So I'm getting that 12% every turn on this Alamomola, which is really good. Even though it is Regenerator, not a big deal. Ampharos is such a safe switch to this Alamomola, so I'm going to bring it straight in, and what I can do now is predict the Blissey to come in. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast, and I'm going to do a lot of damage to this man. Focus Blast is going to come in, hit this Blissey for a solid 41%, and on this turn, he's going to protect like a pussy-ass bitch, Blissey. I don't like Blissey. Because my Ampharos is well trained, I can hit all 3 of those Focus Blasts and knock out this Blissey. So Blissey's not a threat, meaning he has 1 less potential Wish user. Of course, he has that Alamomola, but not too scared. And on this turn, he does bring out the Crook, but I do have my Honchkrow, which is a reasonably safe switching. And anticipating the Earthquake, I'm going to go into it. And now I'm going to double out into my Mienshao, anticipating the Aggron to come in. But he does make the play out. He goes out into his Alamomola, which I was not expecting, but it's okay. I do get the 12% burn, and I also get some U-turn damage. I honestly don't care about Rocky Helmet, because Mienshao, it's not going to be taking many hits either way. It'll probably die 1 hit to most attacks anyway. I'm going to bring in my my Ampharos. On this turn, I am going to just go for, I think I'll go for the Volt Switch here, just to play it safe, just in case he wanted the same to get his Alamomola healthy. I wasn't really expecting the Aggron to come in, but it did come in. So he's ended up getting his Wish off, and I'm going to go for the Scald with my Kingdra. Spec Scald does 50%, and I do not get the burn, unfortunately, and he just pops me with a Metal Burst. Now, if he went for Metal Burst on the first turn, this game could have been a bit different, because Kingdra would have been dead. It proved less of a threat than I thought it would have done, but oh well. On this turn, I'm going to predict his Crobat switching, expecting the high jump kick, so I'm going to go for the Stone Edge and just pop that Crobat like a champ. Go on, Mienshao. Mienshao does so much work this game, it's unbelievable. He brings out the Crook. I'm at -1. I am locked in the Stone Edge because I'm Choice Scarf, so I am forced to switch out. Going to go into my Honchkrow. This man is Intimidate, Crook, so I figure he's like a bulky band set, so I'm going to stay in. I am going to go for the Superpower, and I end up doing a solid 25% to this Alamomola plus the burn damage, so I'm really happy about that. Unfortunately, I don't want to stay in because I'm not sure if a Brave Bird will kill after the burn. So I'm going to switch out into my Ampharos, who was a really safe switch, and what I can do here is go for the Focus Blast, expecting the Aggron to come in, but he ends up bringing in his Kingdra, and I do miss the Focus Blast, unfortunately. Not like it matters, because it wouldn't have done too much, and he would have got the Wish back, but it's, oh well. I'm going to sack my Ampharos here, because I didn't want to get up a Rain Dance or a Focus Energy, because then it could be a massive threat to my team. But now that he's at -2, I'm going to bring in my Mienshao. I should be able to knock him out with the high jump kick, so I'm going to go for that, and at the moment he has no switch-ins because his Crobat died. Meaning I can spam high jump kick all I like. The Adamant Nature, it goes down because of how low it was. Krug, I think, probably could go down to this -1 attack. I am reckless, so this turn I'm actually going to stay in, go for the high jump kick. And I do a massive 36% to this Aggron. Now, fearing any sort of protect and also missing, and because I'm at -1, I don't want to be fodder, so I'm going to sacrifice my Honchkrow, and then I'm going to bring in my Jirachi, because what I can do is go for the substitute, because I don't think his Aggron has Earthquake. So I can get up a free sub on the Heavy Slam, and now I can go for the 5-punch, knock out the Aggron, meaning that my Jirachi is behind the sub against his last 2 guys, and all I need is a bit of damage, just so that Mienshao can come in, clean up the game with high jump kick. So he brings out the Crocodile. I was tempted to go for the 5-punch, try and go for the burn chance. It was probably the better play, but I ended up just going for the Iron Head just to get as much damage as I could. I'll do a solid amount of damage. He is able to knock me out here with the knockoff, but from the range of HP that he's at, I'm just going to kill him off with Mienshao. Now, what his play should have... I don't know what his play would have been. Yeah, he had no chance, I don't think. So, Kingdra is going to go down to this high jump kick, because there's a high jump kick from a Mienshao with the Reckless. And I win the game there with a solid 1-0 against a very, very strong team. I think my Ampharos plays with the Focus Blast hitting the Blissey and then the Stone Edge on the Crobat really helped the game just go in my favour. So yeah, that was a pretty good game. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I've been John Origins, and I'm out. So, base.